Thank you very much. Governor Huckabee wishes he could be here, but he will be in state tomorrow. And he will be performing with the Tilton School Band at 2 o'clock tomorrow up in Tilton. If anybody wants to see someone who not only talks the talk, but walks the walk, then go see Governor Huckabee. Governor Huckabee, you cannot find a candidate for President of the United States, probably in the history of this country, who is more passionate about the arts than Governor Huckabee. I say to people, why don't you just look at candidates' normal, everyday stump speeches and find out how much of their speeches include the arts. Because when you listen to Governor Huckabee talks about the arts all the time. I do want to make say a couple of things. I don't know if the mayor of Honolulu is still here, but that impressive, that question that he asked about electoral votes, and the answer was given by Noah Toy Giles, is a 5th grader at the Beaver Meadow School here in Concord, and with Principal Roger Brooks here, can we honor Noah? Noah, stand up there. And impressive, Noah, impressive. And I got to say that I've been to the Beaver Meadow School, and Roger, you do a fabulous, you and your staff do an absolutely incredible job, and I truly appreciate it. Some of you may know me also in my capacity. I was former chairman of the State Board of Education here in New Hampshire. I'm still on the state board. I'm proud to earn my living in the music business. My entire family is so deeply involved in the arts. My daughter is an aspiring actress. She graduated from the Tisch School at NYU. She's in Hollywood. My son is still at the Tisch School. And my 2 older kids, both very, very involved, the entire family. My wife, Betty, very involved in the arts, Mill Pond Center for the Arts Board of Directors. So the arts is so important to us. And Governor Huckabee's passion about the arts was a big reason that I decided to say yes to signing on as his campaign co-chair. The group that you had performing up here earlier, I wish they could have stayed because they would have had the opportunity to meet Justin Spencer, who is standing in the back right there. Justin started a group out of a talent show at Goffstown High School that has now turned into, I would say, maybe behind Aerosmith and Godsmack, the most successful musical group in the entire state of New Hampshire. Justin and his group, they tour the entire country. They won Best College Act in the country 2 years in a row. He's been on covers of magazines, have their own tour bus, so say hello to Justin. This is what happens when you do good things, give kids the opportunity to show their talents. And every kid loves music, every kid loves the arts. Give them the opportunities and amazing things can happen. I'm also here with Lucy Prodzik. Lucy is the former New Hampshire 2003 New Hampshire Art Teacher of the Year. Lucy is also a Huckabee supporter, so say hello to Lucy over there. And I want to mention also Mary Lurison is here from NAMM, one of the sponsors of this event. NAMM is formerly known as the National Association of Music Merchants, now the International Music Products Association, one of the sponsors of this event, and that's where I first got to know Governor Huckabee. Governor Huckabee has worked with NAMM for years. They know of his passion for the arts. He's the only, I guess I'm representing the only Republican campaign here. It's, not unusual because Governor Huckabee ends up being represented at places where he is the only Republican that shows up. One of them, the National Education Association convention. He spoke at their national convention, got 6 standing ovations by the NEA. He was the only one of the top tier to go to the Morgan State debate in the Tavis Smiley Morgan State debate with a primarily African-American audience. Governor Huckabee goes places where, that are not traditionally places where Republicans go. And it makes me so proud to support him. This is Governor Huckabee on the cover of Music Making magazine with his bass guitar. Governor Huckabee's got a band called Capital Offense, made up of former Arkansas State House employees. And I found this one also quite interesting. This is the Governor's Commission on the Arts. And you open up the Governor's Commission on the Arts, a fairly new document. There's Governor Huckabee. And so I'm going to read you some of his words. It says, to the surprise of many people in education policy arenas, I chose the arts in education as the focus for my chairmanship of the Education Commission of the States. This choice of focus for my ECS chairmanship was a simple one, because I know both from the deep personal experience and from the evidence I have seen in schools that arts education must be a vital part of every child's education. From improving academic and student achievement to enhancing our nation's overall economic competitiveness, the arts offers many practical benefits. In fact, I would suggest that the future of our economy is based on our establishing a creative class and creating a generation of people who can think artistically. The Governor's Commission on the Arts Education calls on governors, legislators, chief state school officers, higher education officials, and other education leaders at the federal, state, and local levels to make arts an essential education component of every student's education. I hope you will join me in taking action to make these recommendations contained in this report as issues of national priority. Signed, Governor Huckabee. As I said, this is not something that, I see too many candidates. What do you think about the arts? Oh, the arts, they're great. The arts are great. I love the arts. And then what do? I mean, where is the action they take? I am absolutely convinced that we will have a renaissance in the United States in arts if Governor Huckabee is elected President of the United States. And when I signed on with Governor Huckabee at the NAMM show last January, and he asked me to work on his campaign, he was at 0. The last poll to come out of Iowa has him going ahead of Mitt Romney. Governor Huckabee is doing it with nickels against millions of dollars. There is something happening here. Pay attention to this man. I really believe that he has the potential of becoming the next President of the United States. He was elected 4 times in Arkansas, in a state where 90% of the elected officials are Democrats. He got 48% of the African-American vote. He passed legislation to mandate arts education in the schools in Arkansas. Again, I can't express strongly enough how passionate he is about arts education. He calls arts and music weapons of mass instruction. He has performed with the Concord High School Band. He has performed with the Oyster River Middle School Band. He talks the talk. He walks the walk. Watch this guy. I think you're going to like what you see. In every debate, he looks better and better. And he complains after the debate, how come they're not talking about education? Why are we getting no questions on education? Please pay attention to Governor Huckabee. Give him a chance for your vote. And as I said, a renaissance that we have never seen in this country on the arts if Governor Huckabee is elected next President of the United States. Thank you very much.